Alright guys, right now I'm going to take my head. Fast forward this part. Here. These are the ones that you have to take off. And that's just for the side. Of course, for the opposite side too. I don't have all the bolts because the guys who had the bike before me lost them. I need to order new ones, and of course you have your rear tail one. We're gonna do that real quick. Again, if you want to, you can fast forward. And sorry about all the adjustments on my I don't need the manual because I've done this so many times. Okay. Start with you. And of course, it's really helpful. It's actually incredibly helpful to get the right, or at least if you know your bolts by heart, that's great. If not, you know, of course, you probably want to separate them out and make sure you're keeping track of which bolts go where. Otherwise, it can be pretty bad. Hey, how's it going? Doing good. Same old bikes. Yeah. What are you up to? Huh? Yeah. What are you up to? Oh, okay. That is the who lives downstairs. Maybe I can edit that out. Helps me do that. This video may be split up a bit. Probably will be actually because also the battery, of course, on the bike, or sorry, on the camera, needs to be all good to go. I think the battery on this the battery on this camera is. Going the right way? Yeah, it is. 2 hours for this is a GoPro Silver, and I think the black is out there, and I don't know how long the black gets. I was thinking about getting it, but then it's like it doesn't have an LCD screen, you can't really see what you're getting, so yeah, I may talk to you guys a bunch because I don't know, you just hear my thoughts, so whatever. Maybe I can fast forward this part for you guys so you guys can just kind of see and not have to wait for it. ratchet screwdrivers, definitely very good investment. If you couldn't tell. Candy. I'm sorry, it's kind of weird having GoPro on my head. I just want to make sure you guys can see everything. Should probably get a headlamp too for this or something. Garage isn't exactly the best lighting. These guys are out. Yeah, so there's two different types. There's this guy and the short one. This one goes in the, I'll show you right now, in this hole right here. Just remember that. And the other, the smaller one's going up top, next to the, towards where the handlebars are. You guys already come off, and take you guys off. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if GoPro came with a camera attached to it. That'd be genius. I think they make a little attachment for that. A little waterproof one. That'd be sweet. Maybe they do. Okay, these guys are off. So now both bearings should be off. And while we have the Phillips head on it, let's go ahead and take off the back. I don't know why they made this bike with one whole seat. I think it's really annoying. I don't know who the bike designer was on this. Some guy from Honda, Japan, China, somewhere in Asia probably. Should you guys know there's actually only 500 designers for, I believe it's automobiles, in, I think it's the US. US of the world. So if you're looking to be an automobile designer, good luck. And I work as an architectural designer, so kind of have a little bit of knowledge about it, but not too much. Okay, so these clips, make sure you don't lose these, okay? These will be in here. And I'm gonna set this guy over here, don't fall. Yeah, of course, it's always great to have a clean working surface. I love this guy, because I don't want to repeat all this shit. Sorry for the cursing. Key is underneath, of course. Pops out. Okay. If you guys have any bright ideas for staple guns too, I'm all ears. I've heard that my brother tried to redo the seat on his bike, and he had a lot of issues with the staples not going all the way through. And I've kind of been getting into leather working. I might put some videos on that on my channel, but I was thinking maybe not using rivets because then you have to drill them out if they ever go wrong, but I think this feels like it's like an 1/8 inch thick, which might be good. In leatherworking they have these like female male screws that go into each other, and they're maybe like an 1/8 inch deep-ish. You do that with the washer, but then it's like you might get water on the inside, and yeah, all that shit. But anyways, yeah, bright ideas. Let me know if you guys know of anything. Don't want us dealing with staple guns. Okay. Sorry, I keep on touching the screen so it's perpendicular to the area that I'm changing. Okay, so now we have to take off these bolts and this one bolt, because I don't know where that bolt went. Really gotta get on that. Down, and also we get to take off this guy. Break anything. Here's an old radiator and water pump I told you about that I had to take off. That was fun. I guess it is pretty beneficial to have two GoPros. One is just gonna be a stand still and then go on. Okay, this goes there. Alright, and then you need these guys. Yeah, one thing about tools, if you're just getting into it, try to always put them back where they belong. So one thing that's really sucks is always the inefficiency of not being organized, and then you're spending like 20 minutes looking for one part, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's right over there. Super annoying. I'm kind of one of those guys. So, even though it's super annoying to take them in and out again, unless you have like a complete workbench and everything like that where you can just drop it in, definitely worth putting everything back. I think these are going to be 11s. Nope. Felt like 12. So if you don't know, I think it's American-made bikes are all what's it called, standard, I think, where it's like they have it's out of inches, right? So 11/16, 5/8, 3/4, whatever, and then metric, of course, is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way to whatever your numbers are. And I think that has to do with centimeters. It kind of looks like a centimeter wide. Yeah, what is it? 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch, I think. It's been a while since I did that conversion. Yeah, also when you're doing screws and bolts and stuff, like always make sure everything's tight, especially when you're doing the work yourself. You're not a mechanic, but even mechanics are doing this, but make sure everything is always tight, good to go. Otherwise you could be having a lot of issues, of course. Bike's falling apart on the freeway, you don't like that, and we'll be getting him in a second, actually. No, it won't be, because we're going to be looking at this tank. Okay. Put him back here with that guy. Okay. This is not my garage. I'm renting. Apparently the people from the last 10 years is all just storing crap up here, and yeah, so the bike is the only thing that's fine here, so don't judge me. Alright, comes off. 8. Ooh, see, like, this guy was loose. That's not good. It wasn't that loose, I guess. He was just not snug. And that shit can get you killed. Oof, little washer, don't go anywhere. You have right there, you don't lose him. And then now what we're going to do is a little handy dandy trick. Get some rope. If you don't take off the tank, go for it. But I'm just worried about, always like the gas and crap going everywhere. And try to do this not on a full tank too, because whenever you lift a tank, it's always a bitch. Yeah, right now, I should probably need to get some gas soon, but we'll do that after this. I've heard that this job will take 4 hours, 2 hours if you know what you're doing. I don't know, maybe 2 hours, hopefully 2 hours. 2 hours would be great. But yeah. Lift him up. Oh yeah, so we're careful about these. This is what we're careful about. I don't know what all these lines are, okay, but I know that this is probably the gas line, because we have this little knob right here. I don't know what that is. I think that's maybe stop or something. But that's probably run. Ooh, seeing like these guys. Don't know why these guys came off. That's not good. Sometimes it is worth it to have a mechanic do your stuff for you. And it's not yourself. Oh, well, I guess we're going to be disconnecting them anyways. Well, luckily we have the manual too. I think what I remember last time it was the blue is bottom or green is bottom. Yeah. I think this guy went on the bottom one. Bottom being like top, bottom. Right there. Go. Got you guys can see all this. If not, I'm terribly sorry. Okay, so let's get this wrapped up. I'm gonna do this. I'm not an expert at knots. Hopefully gonna get into sailing later on this year. That'd be sweet. Yeah, make sure when you pull it back too that we're not hyperextending all these tubes and stuff like that, because that can go really bad. Okay. Yeah, make sure whatever knot you do that you can get it out. Right? And it's not going to slip on you either. He's slipping a little bit, so. Oh, it's not good. Oh, well. Right idea. Tie him down. That's probably good. And then tie him like that. Okay, remember, if you can't tie a knot, tie a lot, right? Okay, make sure it's secure. Okay, so airbox. Okay, when we're doing this, okay, you do not need to remove all these little tiny screws, okay? There's one screw in here that you need to remove, alright? And that's it, it's a Phillips, okay? So don't make that mistake that I did 20 times before I realized that.